Hi everyone, welcome to AnalystSpot. My name is B. Mohammed Suhaib and I'll be teaching you how to predict student marks using machine learning. This is my GitHub account AnalystSpot. Under that I have provided all the codes and CSV files. We can go through this and I'll be teaching you how to predict using machine learning here. This is a beginner level project to predict the percentage of students based on number of study hours. We are predicting marks a student scores based on number of study hours here. And at the end, we will predict what will be the score if student studies 9.25 hours a day. I have provided the training data set here. Here you can see studentmarks.csv. The use case of this project is early prediction of student performance can help decision makers to provide the needed actions at the right moment and to plan the appropriate training in order to improve the student success rate. The solution is this is a simple linear task as it involves only two variables. We are using only two variables here, as you can see, hours and scores. We are using simple linear regression here. Steps involved are importing dataset, visualizing the data, creation of the model, and predicting the data. I have provided the graph here. Training dataset. This is a training dataset which you can see in the box here with the red box. Here, this contains only hours and student how much student scores. Then this is a predictor value. This we will get at the end of the project at the end of the coding. By using the simple linear regression, and this is a simple linear regression graph here. I have provided a number of hours student studies and marks the student scores. I have provided many projects under data science. You can go to analyst spot in the GitHub, and I'll be adding so many more projects under this. So do fork the repository so that you can use it whenever it is possible for you. Now let us dive into the project of how to predict student marks based on number of study hours. I have included all my work in my GitHub account, so you can go through that and you can download the code and CSV file there too. Let us, as I have mentioned the steps, let us go through that. First of all, importing the modules and dataset. We are importing NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. These three modules here. Then we are importing the dataset, that is studentmarks.csv. As I have mentioned here, you can go through the studentmarks.csv file. You can go through that. Here we have only two features, that is hours and the marks student scores. This is a small data set here. Coming to the coding part, we are importing the data here. You can see here hours and scores. Second step is visualize and understand the plotted data. We are using scatterplot on number of study hours and the student scores. Linear model. Third step is linear model creation. We are creating a linear model, that is simple linear regression model. From sklearn library, we can import linear regression model using linear model module, and we are creating the model. Model is equal to linear regression, and we are fitting the data. We are fitting data of hours. Here it is a two-dimensional. Remember that, and scores now data dot scores. The fourth step is to predict what will be the score. Prediction of linear regression works in the base of the equation of the straight line. You might have seen here in my GitHub when I showed you. This is a simple straight line. So the linear regression follows the simple straight line equation, that is y is equal to mx plus c. So after we create the model of linear regression, you get the coefficient and intercept. That is a model dot coef. If you type, you will get this as the coefficient, and intercept, that is c y is equal to mx plus c. Here that c is 2.48. We get that number. So when you multiply that, y is equal to m into x into c, and we are removing that brackets outside. Since it is an array form, we are removing that brackets and providing by using pi of -1. So we get the answer as 92 point something. This is a simple way of understanding how the linear regression works. Then let us predict what will be the score if student studies 9.25 hours a day by using the model which we have created here, linear model which we have created here, this model. So let us go to that and predict the score. Hours is equal to 9.25. We have to predict 9.25 hours. Then scores is equal to, we are using the model dot predict function. This predict function predicts the final result. That is, here we have calculated y. That will be calculated by model dot predict function. Then we are giving the two-dimensional way, two-dimensional array of a two-dimensional array of hours. Since we have used here data as a two-dimensional array, so we are giving it as a two-dimensional value. So let us print here. Student scores. Student scored for studying 9.25 hours a day is 92.90, and so on. This value is equal to this value, so both are same value. As I have said, both the values are equal, but this is a simple way of understanding how linear model works. Let us go further. This much is how to create a model and predict the value. Now let us create a simple linear graph here, as I have created in this in the GitHub. You can see as I have created here. So here we are predict a value. We are predicting the value for each and every point in the dataset which we have here. For both the values, for all the values, we are predicting what will be this predicted score. So this will be the predicted score here. Then we are plotting the scatter plot for number of hours and student scores. This red indicates the real value of what was there in the data set. For example, you can see here for 2.5 hours it was 21 5.147. So you can see here this everything in the red given is the real value. The linear regression line is will be at the middle. This is a simple linear regression line. This is a predicted value of the data set. Now let us create a data set for predicted value. df1 is equal to data.copy. This gives the copy of the data set and stores it in the df1 data frame 1. So df1 of predicted value which we have got here, predicted value. This predicted value we are using it here and creating the new column in the data frame. So this is a predicted value for 2.5 hours of hours if the student studies, and he scores 26.92 as a predicted value. Okay, now we have predicted for 9.25 hours a day is 92.9 or 93% as in percentage. This was the value we had to predict. So you can use any value, not necessary that for predicting different values, not only 9.25 hours, you can predict any values through this by model.predict function. So that was how to predict using supervised machine learning. The link to the code and CSV file is provided at GitHub account, AnalystSpot. You can go there and check that. I have provided the link here too. And do fork the repository to review the code at any time. You can use your code through your repository too. So do fork the repository. For any updations, do comment them. And I'll be providing all the links in the description below. Do check them out. I'll be providing more videos on data science and analytics. Do like this video and subscribe for more.